Hello, this is Mr. Cantano, and I'm gonna show you the experiment about photosynthesis called the floating leaf disc. So basically, photosynthesis is the process by which green plants and certain other organisms transform light energy into chemical energy. So during photosynthesis in green plants, light energy is captured and used to convert water, carbon dioxide, and minerals into oxygen and energy-rich organic compounds. So as we all know, photosynthesis is one of the most important anabolic chemical reactions that allows life to exist on Earth. With water, with light energy coming from the sun, and carbon dioxide from the air. It allows the photosynthetic organisms to be able to build simple sugars that allows them to make their own food. So the objective of this experiment are the following. First, to demonstrate a simple experiment using spinach leaves in the presence of light and carbon dioxide, wherein the leaf tissues produce gas bubble. So second, to demonstrate by the use of a control that the bubbles can only form when the leaves are submerged in a sodium bicarbonate, or also known as baking soda solution, and not when they are submerged in pure water. Third, to demonstrate that the bubbles only form in the presence of strong light by moving the experiment into the dark and making further observation. So finally, we could experimentally vary the light intensity to demonstrate the effect of light intensity into the process. Now, let me show to you the materials and procedure in this experiment. So, the materials of this experiment are the following. First, spinach leaf, or also known as alugbate. The dishwashing liquid, Joy! Dishwashing liquid. The baking soda, the metal hole puncher. Since I don't have a single metal hole puncher, I use this measuring cup. 4 transparent cup. The water. And also a timer. So now, let's begin the procedure. First procedure. Label the 4 transparent cups. Label the 2 cups with positive baking soda and label the other 2 cups with negative baking soda. Second procedure. To a positive baking soda, add 300 ml water, 1 drop of dishwashing liquid, and 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda. Stir until the baking soda dissolves in the water. Avoid creating foam.
No, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands.
Use the metal hole puncher to cut 20 leaf discs from the leaves of fresh peanut or alugbate. Avoid punching through the large leaf beans. Make sure all the discs are same in size and complete circles. Reassemble the syringe. Separate the plunger from the tube or body to place 10 leaf discs into syringe. and assemble again. Suck up several millimeters of positive baking soda solution into the syringe. The alugbati leaf disc should float on top of the solution. Push out the air from the syringe. Use your finger. Close the opening of the syringe and pull back on the plunger to create a vacuum. Hold the vacuum for 10 to 15 seconds while shaking the syringe slightly. The vacuum removes all the air from the air pocket within the alugbati leaf disc. Release the plunger and remove your finger from syringe opening to release the vacuum. The alugbati leaf disc should now sink at the bottom. If necessary, repeat the vacuum procedure until all the leaf disc sink. Pour the leaf disc with the solution into the second positive baking soda solution cup. Fill the cup with positive baking soda solution up to depth about 3 centimeters.
In number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go.
Place the positive baking soda solution cups under the light source, which is the fluorescent lamp. At the end of each minute, record the number of floating discs in each cup. Use a graph to record your data. Briefly swirl the disc to avoid or prevent from getting stuck up to the cup. So as you can see that over time, in a couple minutes into this process, here's the first leaf disc that's starting to float to the surface. And again, in each minute, I'm gonna just check and see many of them are actually floating. Remember that I'm checking the ones in the light. So you might ask, why do they start to float? And remember that photosynthesis is going to be releasing oxygen, and so you can kind of see oxygen bubbles starting to form on the leaf disc. And so that's why they are floating, because they are releasing the oxygen gas, and that's causing them to float.
Turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
So after several minutes, looks like most of the leaf discs in the light were floating. So, to a negative baking soda, add 300 ml water and 1 drop of dishwashing liquid. Stir until it dissolves in the water. Avoid creating foam. So, in this setup, repeat the same procedure.
Life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
Place the negative baking soda cups into dark area like show box, closet, or drawer. And then in the dark environment, there aren't. It's just a reflection. And then in the dark, it didn't have any of the leaf disc floating.